Love Jerry Kramer, but he wasn't even the best offensive lineman on those teams. They were Hall of Famers on each side of him.
This was a 7-time All-Pro. When they picked the team of the NFL's first 50 years, Jerry Kramer was the guard. I think Jerry Kramer is known more for what he did after football.
It's fine. I mean, an offensive lineman that didn't make the Hall of Fame, competition Packers. Not going to play.
In 1978, Lofton burst upon the NFL with a combination of concentration and speed that gave him a season total of 46 catches for 818 yards.
Great deep threat, awesome beard, bad teams. Really bad teams.
Packers receivers have always defined themselves in championship games. Except James Lofton. Between 1978 and 1986, he never even sniffed a Super Bowl. Lofton makes our list because despite playing on just one playoff team, number 8 was the iconic receiver of his era.
James Lofton was a great receiver, and he played at a time when the Packers were not necessarily winning and getting to championship games. So for a lot of people who might be lost in translation,
he was the classic, ultimate, downfield, deep threat, year in and year out. He had 2 seasons when he averaged over 22 yards per catch.
one thing about James Lofton you could always count on was at least one time in a game, you'd catch a ball and you'd see this long stride and you'd see this defensive back running behind him.
He still is probably one of the fastest humans in the world right now. I mean, he's going to be fast going to his grave.
James Lofton has left no doubt that he is one of the finest receivers in football today.
Lofton might be the most gifted athlete on our list, but he gets stuck at number 8 as a victim of circumstance. Now, Lofton's a tough case because his numbers are very impressive, but I'm not sure he ever occupied people's minds nationwide.
James Lofton definitely deserves to be on this list.
Is he one of the 10 best tackles of all time? I don't think so. I think when you get guys like Forrest Gregg not on the list, Jim Ringo not on the list.
I believe he's a Hall of Famer.
James Lofton caught 532 passes for the Packers in his career and averaged 18.2 yards per catch over his entire Packers career.
I'm not sure a lot of people thought of him in the way that he should be thought of. He was a big-time elite NFL wide receiver.
8 receptions, 131 yards, and a touchdown for James Lofton.
Lombardi's Packers should just be 1 through 9 on this, and then Lofton at 10. That should be this list.
Up next, what happened to Nate? Find out which backer on our list also made a name for himself on a different team.
I think of him as Eagle first and then a Packer.
Hey, I was like Tom Holland, and I don't like my hair very short. You can admit, I'm scalp and great looking hair.
You making fun of me? No. You making fun of me? Yes.
Head and Shoulders, 7 benefits, 1 bottle.
New spaces to work, relax, and unfold at a value that's simply refreshing. Courtyard, it's a new stay.
If you like action movies, romance, or whatever else, then you'll love Netflix. Watch unlimited movies and TV episodes on your PC or TV instantly over the internet for only $8 a month.
Coming up tonight, 7 Eastern NFL Total Access. More on the Michael Vick
horrific injury that concussed him. More on the Tony Romo injury that collapsed lung. And Mike Mayock with his top breakout rookies. That's tonight, 70s.
Every 4 years comes a moment where strength and endurance are tested, where fans rejoice and competitors sacrifice. 4 years of waiting crashes together with an unmatched energy. That moment is now. The Rugby World Cup.
Hold on, player.
What? Why? I need to leave to watch the Eagles game.
Is that backside? Living room. Now, watch and learn, young buck. It's home. Only NFL Sunday Ticket gives you your Eagles and every other game every Sunday right at home.
For real?
Do I look make-believe?
No. Wait,
Upgrade to NFL Sunday Ticket and get every game every Sunday only with DirecTV.
Our list of greatest Packers is just 4 players. But if we did include coaches, there'd be plenty to choose from. Curly Lambeau established the franchise and its winning tradition, guiding them to 6 championships.
The Green Bay Packers will get him.
The Pack was back under Mike Holmgren, who took them to 2 Super Bowls, winning 1.
Congratulations, I couldn't be more proud of this team.
Vince Lombardi resurrected football in Green Bay, leading the Packers to 5 titles in his 9-year stint.
Congratulations for the second year in a row.
6 players on our countdown play under Lombardi, including the next man on our list.
The number 7 Green Bay Packer of all time, Herb Adams.
He was simply one of the finest single cover people in the history of this league.
The ultimate cover corner. Herb Adderley was that guy that other teams just avoid. Totally. He should be even higher than where he is on this list.
Quiet defensive backs, they don't get higher than 7. If Herb Adderley had been a Deion Sanders personality,
Another classic by Deion.
Herb would be a 1 or 2 on this list.
Herb is on his man like a wet shirt. When the pass is underthrown, he's there to intercept, and its destination goal line.
The thing about Herb Adderley is, at one point, they had no one to be a corner. He didn't come into the league as a corner.
The Packers drafted Adderley as a running back, but already featured a Hall of Fame backfield.
The Green Bay backfield with Tony and Taylor, that was really one of the best running back combinations we've seen in the league. It did bode well for another running back coming in the Green Bay Pack organization.
After an injury in the defensive backfield, Lombardi moved Adderley to cornerback, where he intercepted 48 passes and returned 7 for touchdowns in his career.
He was so dangerous, with the football. I think that comes from his background in college of being a great running back and a receiver.
Because I was a running back, so I used to want to get my hands on football and take off and go all the way with it.
Lombardi often said after that, can you imagine if I hadn't had that injury come up and if I just kept this guy opposite entire career? You see how much he means to this defense.
Adderley made a name for himself by stealing the spotlight on the grandest of stages.
They have been told not to throw to the right side, not to throw passes all day long. And in the fourth quarter, he said, what the heck, I might as well take a shot. And he threw it over there, and Herb picked him man back. It was the first defensive touchdown in Super Bowl history.
Adderley won 5 titles with Green Bay, but finished his career with the Cowboys, where he played in 2 more Super Bowls than he won.
He played in 4 of the first 6 Super Bowls. Herb Adderley, if you ask me, is kind of the Bill Russell of the NFL. This guy won 6 championships.
Our number 7 Packer got bumped up on our list for staying true to the green and gold.
He's legendary for basically saying he doesn't wear his Cowboys ring. When he retired, he was very clear that he's a Packer and doesn't want to be remembered as a Cowboy.
love this. For all of us cowboy haters all across America, we would do the same thing. I want a ring with the Cowboys. Stick that in the basement, Ma.
The number 6 Green Bay Packer of all time, Paul Hornung.
Paul Hornung was one of the most versatile football players who've ever played pro football. That's the way I would like to be remembered.
He could do everything. He could run the football.
Beautiful run by Paul Hornung.
He could kick. He could throw the football, which is that college quarterback in Notre Dame.
Hornung scored 176 points in 12 games in 1960. He averaged almost 15 points a game.
Hornung's scoring record stood for 46 years until Daniel Tomlinson eclipsed the mark in the 16-game season in 2006.
He did everything. You don't see a ball player like that today. You don't see one that has the opportunity to even try all those things.
The Golden Boy was the Packers' first overall pick in 1957, but it took 2 years and a new head coach to discover his value.
It wasn't that anybody doubted his skills here, but what's he going to do in the pros? So along came Vince Lombardi, who said, "You're on my back."
Lombardi created Frank Gifford in New York, a sort of a halfback who could catch, run, and throw. And he said, "There's my Gifford." He saw it on film before they ever played a game. He was Lombardi's pet. Hornung was Lombardi's favorite player.
But he had all these extracurricular things going on that Lombardi used to, bark and yell at him a little bit. But I think Vince really loved him.
I'll bet Paul Hornung was a big reason why a lot of women started to like the National Football League.
Paul was an impact player on the Green Bay Packers. He also was an impact player on half the females in the United States.
He certainly had very strong leadership qualities off the football field.
Come on, man. Quit laughing. Quit laughing. The bars ain't going if he's bad on the field and you be bad off the field.
Coach Lombardi, in his heart of hearts, wished that he could be like that.
So why isn't Hornung higher on our list? You can bet his year-long suspension in 1963 for gambling on football had something to do with it.
He was the first one to admit that he really shouldn't be doing it, and he took it like a man, took the 1-year suspension, and came back and played far beyond that.
I have a lot of problems to face this year, a lot of mental problems which will arise, and it is a big problem. I think the number one problem which we will have to just bear up under.
Our number 6 Packer was a 2-time league MVP, but might not have been the best runner in that backfield.
Hornung was definitely a better player than Taylor Lockett. Whether he was a better player than Taylor Lockett, I absolutely don't think so. The numbers do not even compare. Jim Taylor ran for 83 touchdowns. Paul Hornung ran for 50.
Paul Hornung, to me, might have been one of the more overrated players in the NFL. I think that he might be a little high on that list.
No, give me a break, man. Taylor is a 1,000-yard rusher because Hornung with that lead block.
Golden Boy gets what Golden Boy wants, and that's higher on this list than Jim Taylor. Although Jim Taylor is absolutely upset about that. Totally ticked off.
Coming up, who will be our highest offensive player?
He epitomized Green Bay Packer football.
We're talking about the best defensive tackle, defensive end ever.
Days like this, it's okay for what you got. You know, restitution. Everyone out there will
Week 2, tomorrow at 9:30, exclusively on NFL Network.
To be the official soft drink of the NFL takes a special formula. It takes pride, determination, and a whole lot of taste. But no